We live.
Boo.
We got breaking news.
It's not that breaking.
I mean, it is.
By the time this comes out.
Yeah, by the time it comes out.
But it's breaking as of now.
Correct.
What is the breaking news, Shaunak?
Oh, I gotta say it. Mr. Reign Dakota Prescott himself has gotten the bat.
Dun it. Dun it. Dun it. Dun it. Dun it. Dun it.
Whoa. Welcome to Sippin' for Sunday.
For those of you who do not know his actual name, we are talking about Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys.
I'm only calling him Dakota from now on.
Oh my God.
Dakota's so much cooler.
Well, he's never going to be on your dynasty team, so it's okay.
Um,
What does this mean for Dynasty?
We'll get into that.
This is improving his value, Tyler?
I think that I was expecting this. I think
a lot of
yes.
people.
You always trust Jerry Jones when he says he's going to pay someone.
Correct.
I'm not saying that him resigning is a good thing. I'm saying how much money is a good thing.
Wait,
Well,
I'm not gonna be able to afford all the receivers.
His weapons aren't going to be as good.
No. Here's the thing,
Fine.
though.
He's never gonna have an O-line either.
No. Whoever stays on the Cowboys on offense, their fantasy value is going to be very high.
So CD is just like boom.
No, because they have no defense and no money to get any defense.
And
So
you know
whoever's
what they're
still
going
on
to
the
do?
team-
They're going to sell their defense. They have too many
Yes,
defensive
yeah.
players.
Well,
DeMarcus
here's the
Lawrence
thing
gone.
is-
Yeah, for real.
Jalen Smith was getting paid like a top 10 linebacker, if I'm not mistaken.
They
And
still have
he's
to, they
not
still
very
have to
good.
pay Van Der Esch, too.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
he's
do have to
not.
pay that.
And he's not.
Leighton.
Van
they're
Der Esch is
gonna-
not getting any money.
No, they're going to get rid of everyone and then try and re-sign Van Der Esch.
Well, I think it also depends on what, because now they're 100% going corner, I feel like, in the draft.
Well, we don't know.
They went corner
It is
last
Jerry
draft, too,
Jones.
though.
They have like 15.
That was in the second round, though. I'm saying first round.
Yeah.
What pick do they have right now?
They have like
10.
the 10th.
The 10th?
Yeah.
Nah,
He got
bro, they're
Surtain,
gonna
Farley.
drop Kyle Pitts, bro.
Oh.
Watch.
Did you see Stokes? Did you see Stokes in his like 4.24 40?
Eric Stokes, yeah.
Yeah.
Where's he from?
Georgia.
Oh, that's right.
I mean, those aren't as trustworthy, though.
It doesn't matter. That means he's fast as hell.
Let's pull up the Cowboys cap situation so you can get a better idea of what this
Oh,
means.
we
for
also
the team.
didn't state how much the contract was.
4 years, 160 million.
So you're saying that it's only 22 million? Because if that were the case, then they only have to free up 4 million.
Yeah, that's pretty manageable, honestly.
Yeah.
Definitely. I mean, the Saints are doing a bunch of stuff right now. That's like,
They could restructure contracts to get the 4 mil, anyways,
yeah, like
22.5 million.
or just
is
like
correct.
let like Greg Zuerlein walk and just get a new kicker.
Well, I could see Greg Zuerlein getting cut, but I think there's a good chance that they cut at least one player on the defensive side, whether it's D-Law, because he hasn't been the same for a little bit. He's been good, but he's nowhere. That man got paid at the right time. Let's put it that way.
So the cap hit for Dak in 2021 will be 22.2 million.
So how is he making 75 but the cap hit is 22? Is it not guaranteed?
I do not know.
I'm not sure, but the thing that's important is if the cap hit is 22.5 million, that's really reasonable to manage, at least for this year.
Yeah.
'cause we were thinking that like Zeke might have to get cut or Lawrence might have to get cut. Or...
Well, if it's 75 million in year one, everybody's getting cut.
Yeah, they have to go like Amari and well, they have to free up 56 if it's 75.
Well, if the cap hits 22, they got to free up 4 mil.
No, but this is dead cap, so like they get a loss if they cut DeMarcus Lawrence.
Oh,
Yeah.
44 mil.
They get a loss if they cut Amari Cooper. Zeke, they get a loss. Yeah, they screwed themselves.
Well, they won't have to cut them, I think, is the whole thing.
There's guys lower down that they can cut, like their
Can
punter
cut.
and kicker, that they can free up cap space pretty easily.
Also,
Yeah.
they could always just restructure with like 2 guys.
Dalton
Mhm.
Schultz is a guy that they might look to cut. That man
It's
is making a lot of money.
One little,
Interesting. Well, what is this show in the market in terms of people like dudes like Josh Allen or Lamar? or Baker.
You
'Cause
gotta
they're-
pay for your guy.
Like,
Yeah.
because
No, I think it shows more for like middling quarterbacks. Like when Kirk Cousins' contract is up, he's still gonna make like $30 million, even though he's like an average quarterback.
so how much do you think like Allen and Lamar are gonna get paid then? When
40,
that happens?
45. It's the same
That-
thing.
Yeah, I think they're going to get around that.
Mahomes set the market.
That's crazy. I mean, it is the most valuable position, but
I saw this not stat. It was like this graph that was showing cap space over time and player salary over time, and it's just quarterbacks going up. Everyone else goes up by like
that's
$500
crazy.
Well, because they can't, because there's not cap space enough. There's no cap space to pay them, because the quarterbacks take it all.
Yeah.
I
So
mean, were running backs ever getting paid like?
They have a
like
short
Kamara
life.
and
They have a
McCaffrey?
short lifespan. That's
But
why.
I'm saying like I feel like
O line was number 2. It was quarterback, O line. Then it was like, I don't know, corner or something, safety.
no one
maybe.
gives a shit
No,
about
it was-
defense.
it was corner.
That's crazy.
But let's just look at this from a dynasty perspective. I mean, personally, I'm pretty happy about this as a guy who owns multiple Cowboys in my leagues. For multiple reasons. One, this means that Dak is going to be the quarterback of that team, which I think is a good thing. I think Dak is more of a serviceable quarterback than they probably would have gone at the 10th selection if they were going to draft somebody. And on top of that, I think that him having such a good contract, as long as they don't cut any of those offensive weapons, that's going to help his fantasy value because that defense is going to be god awful.
Yeah.
I think you want to own Dallas Cowboys players going forward, but I definitely think that this helps CD the most.
Yeah.
I think
Because-
it helps him the most. Yeah.
Because CD, like they drafted him first round, he's not going anywhere. But for like Amari Cooper or
Amari Cooper signed through 2024.
That's a good question.
I think
Let's see.
I think the one good thing is Amari Cooper has going from him is he still has a very high market value. So if he was cut, I think he would instantly be. This is a really good free agent year for wide receivers, but I think he would have no problems finding a team.
I don't think they're cutting Cooper.
Yeah,
No, I
think
don't
they're gonna
either.
cut him.
Well,
I think nobody's if they might trade him,
5
but no, they
years,
can't. He's locked
through
up.
2024.
There's too much. No, it's too. Oh, they have a potential out, but they're not going to. They're
Well,
either
yeah.
trade
Look,
him.
he got 40 mil guaranteed, so he didn't get that much guaranteed money.
Yeah, but he's been playing a bunch, so he makes all that. But Jerry Jones got money out the bank.
I think this helps CD the most because they don't have as much money tied up into him. They have him for at least four more years, and by the Dak signed for 4 years. So I think not a hot take or anything, but definitely helps helps CD the most. Can all agree.
So we did our super flex draft and our quarterback draft rankings. Does he go any higher for you guys, or did you kind of rank him where you had him already?
I don't.
I ranked him like he was gonna resign anyways.
That's
so-
fair enough.
I think when you're ranking him, it's more in terms of how is he going to bounce back from the injury than the re-signing. Because no matter what team he went to, I feel like it was a good situation for him.
I disagree with that completely. I think that there is some teams like the Dallas Cowboys where he's going to be in a better situation than.
Yeah, for
No, the
fantasy.
Cowboys
This is the-
better, but I'm
there's-
saying like he still would have been a top 12 quarterback.
No, this is.
I don't think so.
This is the gold mine right here, because he could be like a top 5 quarterback for like 3 years because his contract stinks, and they got all these old dudes signed. But like Zach Martin's still going to keep your O line and Lyle Collins somewhat serviceable. So
And I think the thing that kind of is good for Dak is he's on a team where as long as Jerry Jones is running that team, there's going to be offensive weapons on that team. Like he likes his flashy players. There's going to be plenty of weapons for
yeah, as long as he's got CeeDee Lamb, he's fine.
him. Yeah.
He's gonna be the best player in the league in a year.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that.
I'm honestly not even worried about Dak's injury.
Yeah,
I
'cause
am,
no,
but-
he shouldn't be. As long as they can put it back in place. I'm more worried about Joe Burrow because ACLs are. Eesh. But that
Yeah.
ankle injury, people come back the same, so I think he'll be fine. He's young.
The one thing that you could be a little bit worried about is if you are looking at Carson Wentz, a guy that we've been talking about for a while. He hadn't been the same player ever since he tore his ACL. His mobility just shot down.
I don't think that's necessarily his fault that he didn't play very well.
Right,
You know,
right. but
Wentz wasn't bad last year.
Terrible receivers.
Not. 2019 Wentz wasn't that bad.
I honestly think Carson Wentz is gonna be
I think he's gonna be
really
great on
good
the Colts.
moving forward on the.
You know
Colts.
what's crazy is
think
I
he's gonna be
remember
great, like, really good.
I remember like 2 years ago, it would be like Carson Wentz or Dak Prescott. It wasn't even debate. I would say Carson Wentz, but now I think everyone knows it's Dak.
It was.
So-
It used to be Carson Wentz, but then
Yeah, that's what
he
I'm saying.
decided to.
He was still an MVP candidate. You know, like he would have won had he not torn his ACL. He would've-
Yeah.
No, all I was saying is that I think we saw his mobility fall, at least a
Mhm.
little bit. And
That's
when
true.
you're a player that uses their legs to some extent to escape the pocket and kind of make plays go on a little bit longer, that hurt his play a little bit.
Yeah, I think that was more the Eagles though, because they're like, "This is our guy. We got rid of Nick Foles, so, and he's already fragile enough." So they said, "You're not allowed to run." I know he looked bad running, but like, I feel like on the Colts he'll still run like a little bit more.
That's a very interesting
And on
situation.
the Colts, he's got who's the Colts coach? Why can't I think of his name?
Reich.
Right.
Yeah, his old. That's like his coach. You know, he's gonna be
Yeah.
fine.
You didn't say what you said last time, Shaunak.
He needs better accuracy. He just needs to increase his accuracy because his accuracy was terrible last year.
Yeah, he couldn't hit Miles Sanders on wheel routes. It was really
Mhm.
depressing.
I mean, I'm rooting for Dak, honestly. Like, I never really liked it. I feel like, the Cowboys got this like stigma against them because, they're the Cowboys, Stephen A, all that. But I want Dak to do good. I'm rooting for him, even though he got paid. I like Dak. He's a cool dude.
If you're a free agent quarterback now that the Cowboys is officially locked up, where do you want to go? Like, where would be the most excited for
Ooh.
these guys to go?
I really want Fitzpatrick to go to the Broncos.
The Broncos. The Broncos is probably the best spot to go.
What do you-
That's
Are you saying like a free agent quarterback or like
you're a free
a?
agent, yeah.
I still would rather go the Bears.
Yeah, me too.
I'd want to go because the Bears are a winning team. They have
but
the defense. They have all the positions set in place.
They have no offensive weapons.
No,
don't
they
have-
they have no O line, no running back, and they're about to lose Allen Robinson.
Whoa. They have two solid running backs,
No.
Tariq Cohen and David Montgomery.
Bro, Tariq Cohen's he's a punt returner
They're
first
about
of all.
to tag. A-Rob's gonna get tagged, bro.
Yeah,
Is
I
he
don't think
going to?
A-Rob's leaving.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean,
All right, I don't know if I'm blanking. Who's the top free agent quarterback right now? It's not Mitch, is it?
it's
No.
Jameis Winston.
It's Jameis.
Famous Jameis.
Oh,
I
I
think
the
just
Jameis,
saw-
Saints.
I just saw
Jameis
a
on the
tweet about
Bucks.
it. I just saw a tweet about it.
or not the Bucks. I misspoke. I said Jameis on the Broncos seems like a good fit.
Oh,
It's
it's a Jerry.
Jameis, Mitch, Cam Newton, Fitzpatrick, Jacoby Brissett, Andy Dalton, Tyrod Taylor, and Alex Smith.
Oh, that drops off quick.
Actually, like,
Tyrod, that's my boy.
I'd be really happy if I was the Bears and I had Jacoby Brissett as a starting quarterback.
Huh?
Jacoby?
Yeah, because
Jacoby can't throw 2 yards.
He was on the Colts to play great.
Would you
No,
rather
he
have-
didn't.
Dude, he was so bad.
He
They-
was.
Bro,
Bro, they
Philip
were like 7-9 with that roster.
Philip Rivers is a dinosaur, and he outplayed the crap out of Jacoby Brissett.
I don't know, man.
Brissett's
I
a cool dude.
All right,
But
I got a
I-
question for you. Would you rather have Jacoby Brissett or have some Joe Flacco?
Come on now.
Bro, I'd rather have Drew Lock.
That's
What?
fair.
I'd rather Drew Lock than Jacoby.
To Jacoby Brissett, all he can do is run.
You rather have Mitch Trubisky?
Yes, that's
Yeah.
not even close.
Yeah.
That one's
Yeah.
not
Yeah,
even
I think I would.
close.
I think I would.
No way. You guys hey.
Brissett
I
threw
hate
for
Mitch, bro.
2,942 yards, 18 touchdowns, 6 picks.
I think the thing with Jacoby is it's just when you can't win the job over Philip Rivers, you're not.
Okay, but he didn't. win
And
the
his
job
completion
because
percentage was
he brought
60%.
Rivers in. He wasn't going to win the job. That wasn't the goal of the Colts bringing Philip Rivers. Wasn't to have him compete. It was to have him take the job and take them to the
Dude,
playoffs. I'm
okay.
not saying Brissett's a playoff quarterback. I'm just saying, like, if I was the Bears, I'd be happy with
Bro,
him.
if Jacoby
Mitch
Brissett was
Trubisky's
good,
better than him.
if he was good, they wouldn't have signed Philip Rivers.
And they wouldn't have traded for Carson Wentz.
Yeah.
And they
They
wouldn't
thought he
have
was
drafted
good.
Jacob Eason.
I think the trade for Carson Wentz kind of says what they think about Jacoby.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. I'm not saying he's a good
I
quarterback.
still think the Broncos are a better situation for a free agent quarterback.
So Jack, you think Jacoby Brissett's a top 32 quarterback?
I think he's better than Mitch Trubisky.
No, he's not.
No, it's
So do you
not.
I
think-
hate Mitch,
Do you
but
think Jacoby Brissett's a starting quarterback?
I think he's starting on the Bears. Like, I don't know.
I don't even know if he would
I
start
don't
over
know.
Okay,
Nick.
but let's say okay, so let's say for dynasty's sake, we all like the Broncos more as a fantasy option for the quarterback, right?
Oh yeah, for a fantasy option, yeah.
Fantasy
Yeah.
option for a team.
Option,
So would you rather
Yeah.
have Mitchell Trubisky coming back to the Bears or Jacoby Brissett on the Broncos?
Mitch.
no way, dude.
I
had-
think I'd rather have Jacoby there.
No.
I have
Dude, he can't
Maybe-
use.
He
Maybe
wouldn't be the
Mitch just 'cause
starter
of
though.
legs.
Wait.
This is dumb because he wouldn't be the starter.
I think he would be.
No,
Just-
Drew Lock would be.
Dude,
no.
Drew Lock is better than him.
I don't think
This
Drew
is the
Lock is good.
dumbest argument we've ever had. What are we talking? Why are we talking about Jacoby Brissett?
how much-
Jacoby
This is a
Brissett
count-
was used like 7 times this year, and it's all at the 1 yard line.
Or
It's like
4th and
Taysom
1.
Hill, bro.
When they were at the one, they were like, who's gonna bring us home this touchdown? Not
He's-
Phillip Rivers.
He's
Bring out
worse than
Jacoby
Taysom
Brissett.
Hill. Yeah, and then toward the end of the year, they just used Jonathan Taylor.
Hey, but who did they rely on first? They're like, this guy's
Naheem
gonna
Hines.
get the job done. This guy's gonna get the job done. It's Jacoby Brissett.
Oh boy, we
Jacoby's
need to we got to cut that out of the episode. That is not a good. That was such a pointless argument. I like the talking about who's a good free agent, but why did we have a whole conversation around Jacoby Brissett?
Jets?
The Jets are going to
Uh-oh.
draft someone.
I don't know,
I
man.
don't think so, man. I think they're sticking. They're holding true.
No, here's the thing: is
I'm
if
on
there
the
was
Sam
like,
Darnold train. I'm on
if
the-
there was an elite like defensive player in this year's draft, like a Chase Young or a Nick Bosa, I would slot that into the number 2 spot. But I don't think there is someone of that caliber.
But there is a good like 4 or 5. I'd say 4 quarterbacks that
Exactly.
are going to be drafted
So-
really early.
I think they're gonna trade down and pick like I don't know what O-line, receiver, running back.
No.
If
First-
the Jets aren't taking a quarterback there, I think they're trading away their pick. Yeah,
Yeah,
to somebody
Yeah,
who
they're
is
gonna
going
trade
to.
down. They're definitely trading down, but I don't think that they're gonna. I think that Sam Darnold's kind of underrated as a quarterback. I actually think he's pretty good, and he's just slotted with a terrible team and terrible coach.
And
Well-
and mono.
I think they're gonna take Zach Wilson.
No, see what the problem is that terrible team is not going anywhere. So if he stays on the Jets, he's gonna continue to stink.
That's true.
Then what's the
I
point? of
hope Zach
drafting
Wilson or
quarterback?
Justin Fields.
Oh yeah, no,
do-
they should trade
Zach
down.
Wilson's the Same situation.
Yeah, they need to. They need to.
Rookie quarterback. It's not like anything's changing. You know, they're gonna be shitty either way.
No, but sometimes when you take a Zach Wilson and he has tremendous upside, that sometimes it just hits. Like, it just happens sometimes. Like the Texans stink, but Deshaun Watson just hit.
Like basically, they just need a reset.
Yeah.
I mean, they already went clean sweep with their whole front office.
And
they might
I
as well
like-
go
I like
clean
the
sweep
Salah
at
hire.
QB. They
I
might as
think
well
what-
go clean sweep at QB. Just try something new.
I think but back to the original discussion, I think what we're kind of getting onto with the Cowboys and Dak was we kind of all expected this. Look into the future to make sure that like you might see a lot of Cowboys getting cut with that size of a contract. But we don't think this hurts or really changes our mind on the valuation of any of those players because we already thought that Dak was going to be there, right?
If anything, it makes them higher because their defense is going to be so bad.
Yeah,
I
the
think
contract being that high.
in
Yeah.
your startups, I would target CD Lamb 100%.
No way. What a hot take.
Wait, you're
I'm-
saying you don't
I'm
want CD?
firing up Amari Cooper and CD as WR1s or potential. Yeah,
Both of them?
Yeah. Amari
think-
Cooper is
Amari Cooper already is like high in 2. CD Lamb high in 2, low in 1. And then give me Zeke as an RB1.
and I got Gallup in a league. If you want a little
No.
He's gonna
Gallup
be
didn't do
gone.
anything last year though.
He's gonna be gone, but he's so good. It doesn't matter where.
They have to
Yeah, but I think especially this contract just lets you know he is beyond out of it.
Yeah.
They did not have the money to.
But he
spend
could
to
be
pay
he
him.
could be a piece for this year, is what I'm saying.
Well, it just
I know,
shows.
but last year he wasn't a piece though.
With Dalton.
Huh? No, he wasn't a
Mm.
piece even with Dak.
No,
No,
it
he-
was Amari and CD.
Yeah, no, he
No,
wasn't.
he
a
had. I
piece.
think he had 2 good games.
Yeah, and Amari and CD had 5 good games in 5 games.
Do you want me to come up with a name of somebody who had better games than Michael Gallup, Shaunak?
Blake Jarwin.
I just want to
Like
look
John
this up
towards ACL.
just to make you feel. I'll give you a hint. We were talking about his team a couple minutes ago. Plays on the Jets. He's a
Jameson
He's a
Crowder.
wide receiver.
That was
Rashad
Rashad
Perriman.
Perriman.
Rashad
Rashad
Perriman had 2 better weeks than Michael Gallup. So I mean, you need more than 2 weeks.
Yeah, Gallup had 6, 22, 3, and 9.
We have 2, 1 good
And
week, 1 serviceable week.
9 is not a
No,
serviceable
no.
week.
I mean, even Rashad had a week where he dropped 24.
6, 22, 3, and
Yeah.
9. Like that's just not
Gallup
good.
was.
Okay.
He just wasn't getting the target share.
Gallup is talented. He's just never going to get the work.
Yeah.
I got a question for you guys. We were talking about the Jets and drafting quarterbacks. Recently, Shaunak sent us a little prospect ranking for quarterbacks from Chris Sims. Is that who it was?
Yeah, I think
Should
it
we
was
do it?
Chris.
We should do this as separate. We should too.
No, we can just
I'm just wondering.
No, let's do separate. I'm stopping it.
No.